Hey everybody, how's it going? We've got a special video for everybody today. My mom is going to be testing out full self-driving beta. I'm on version 11.4.4. She's never tested it out before, not any previous version. For some random reason, she said she was okay with trying it today. She's not too pleased about being put to this test. So I'm going to be putting a mosaic over her face, but I'm asking her to just candidly provide feedback throughout the ride so that we can get her first impressions. She's tried driving the car manually in the past, but the automation stuff is new. So I will just give her a couple reminders, and this is going to be good for anybody who's never tried driving a Tesla before as well. So we are all set, we're all dialed in, and you can go ahead and take off. So no, you don't need to open anything on the screen. All you need to do is push on the brake. Yep, you're going to push on the brake pedal. Hold your foot on the brake pedal, yep, and then push up on the right drive stalk. That's going to put it in reverse, all the way up. There you go. See, now you're in reverse. Now you can back up just like a normal car. We're not going to be doing any automation until we get out on the street.
I guess I do need to go forward a little.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Move your seat. Do whatever you need to be comfortable. Yep. You okay moving the seat? How is you? The mirrors are okay.
Yeah,
They're adjusted okay.
Am I supposed to be doing everything now?
Yep. All manual right now. Well, I'll tell you when we turn it on. All right. So pulling out here.
Gee.
You can look on the screen so you can see really.
Oh, I just so whenever you let up, it stops.
Yes. So the regen is something that takes some getting used to when you're not familiar with an electric car. It's a different experience, isn't it? So now to go and drive, you push it all the way down.
Oh, jeez.
Push it all the way down. There you go. Now you're in drive. Okay, so before we go out, let me just give you a rundown. Yeah, make sure there's nobody behind us. I'm just going to explain, Mom, how this works, okay?
Yep.
Just so that you're aware of everything. And it's really not that complicated. When you turn it on, the car is going to start driving itself. Don't let that scare you because you are in control of the car the whole time. It's not turned on now. You're driving manually.
Okay.
When it is on, though, you can take over by pushing the brake pedal. Okay?
Okay.
That's all you have to remember. Okay, so we'll come out on the street. Yeah, the regen takes some getting used to.
Jeez.
Okay, so there you go. Go on out. Okay.
Out.
Okay, now to turn it on, Mom, what you're going to do is double tap down on the right drive stalk. Yep, just double tap down. Okay, now let go. Oops. Oh, now so you jerk the steering wheel.
Okay.
I think you were surprised. I'm going to do it for you. Okay, now you can let go. Let go of the accelerator, everything. It's going to do everything all on its own now. So you don't need to do anything except for I'm going to help you out with the steering wheel. I'll just put a little bit of force on the steering wheel.
Oh,
So
am I supposed to put my hands on it?
No, you don't need to do anything. You just need to monitor the road, make sure it's staying in the lane, it's not doing anything unusual. You really don't need to worry about anything. The only thing when you get out on the highway is the speed.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts right now so far?
This feels weird.
Feels weird?
Of course. Jeez, I'm not touching the wheel. Right.
Well, wait, now watch. This is where it's going to
Now
get
it's
onto the
supposed to turn.
highway. Yeah, it's going to do everything automatically.
John.
And get on the highway. It's going to slow down here.
Oh,
You're okay. Don't worry. Everything's
jeez.
It's doing all of it on its own. And now here it's going to merge and get onto the highway. So for you, it seems like just based on the position of your hands and
Right.
your body language, it looks like this would take
I'm
some getting used to for you. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah.
There it's getting in the left turn lane. It's merging now for you. So it automatically bumped it up to 79 miles an hour. So that's the speed it's going to go. It's actually trying to move into a faster lane right now. So the left turn signal is on, saying that it's trying to get over. And it decided to change its mind. I think because we have the exit coming up here, is why it's not going to try to go around people right now. So it's going to go this slower speed because it knows that it needs to get off the exit. So what do you think?
It's just different, John, not using your hands or feet.
Do you feel more stressed out when it's doing this, or do you?
Yeah, but I don't feel comfortable having a car do everything for me.
You don't feel comfortable with that?
No.
What if it did everything perfect? Like, watch this. It's gonna. The right turn signal went on. It's getting over now to take this exit. Does it make you nervous?
Yep. Why do you keep tapping the wheel?
Yes, so I'm tapping the wheel to provide some feedback. Right now, it's not fully autonomous. Even though it says full self-driving, it is not full self-driving. It's a little bit deceiving. You have to put a little bit of feedback on the steering wheel to let the vehicle know that you're still paying attention. A lot of people kind of complain about that because there's a camera up here right above the rear view mirror. There's a camera monitoring your eyes, and
I have sunglasses.
even with sunglasses it can determine the position of your head. But yes, sometimes it will trigger false alarms when you have your sunglasses on. How did that turn feel right there?
Not bad.
Not bad? So you're not doing anything with your feet right now?
No.
All right.
Jeez. Oh, it's just a weird experience.
Yeah? Do you feel like this is reliable?
So far it's been good, John, but still, I don't know. I'm old school.
Yeah. So here it's going to get off the exit. Yeah, that trust factor for the first time when you use it, it takes a leap of faith to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to let it do its thing. But if at any point you feel uncomfortable with what it's doing, you can take over. And the way you do that is you step on the brake, or you can take over with the steering wheel. You just jerk it out of the self-driving mode. So there, the left turn signal went on. It chose the left lane here because it knows coming up we're going to be turning left again. So it intelligently chose the correct lane here. And you can try taking your finger, Mom, and moving it across the screen. Try moving it across. See that? You can see there's your car. So it's showing those traffic lights as blue. That means it's waiting for it to turn green. See how they're blue color?
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, behind it, they're red.
Yeah.
Okay. They're showing blue for what reason?
That means it's applicable to you.
Oh,
If
really?
there were traffic lights facing the other way, they would not be blue. They would be a gray color. But yeah, it's seeing both traffic lights. And this is the part that really amazes people. So when you witness this, when it turns left, you're going to be a little bit, I think, surprised. It's going to impress you.
It is.
What do you think of that?
Wow, John. We're in the
Now
wrong
look,
lane.
it just noticed. It moved out of that lane.
Shoot.
Now it's going to, right after here, it's going to get in the left. So there, it did pretty good, right? It didn't turn on its turn signal, though. That's one of the things. It did late, yeah. It always does, but it always does it late. And that, to me, is a little bit uncomfortable because it's polite.
If you had someone right behind you.
Yeah, exactly. If you had someone right behind you, then...
And not knowing you're turning.
Exactly. Well, here we have someone right in front of us, so it's just going to keep its distance from them and maintain the speed limit. I have it set to go 13% over the speed limit. So in a 35, that sets it at 40. In a 70, that sets it to 79, that's generally how I drive, is about 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit. Most people do that. I mean, look at the car in front of us. There's a guy out in California who, his name's AI Driver, and he goes the speed limit just to prove a point that it's ridiculous, because nobody drives the speed limit.
And I just
See, now there it's slowed down because it recognized that it changed to 25 miles an hour.
Oh, my
So this is
goodness.
actually what you're supposed to do on this road.
Wow.
So yeah, if you disagree with any of those, you can use this scroll wheel here to increase the speed. You just flip up. Go
all
up.
the way?
See how it says 28? If you flip up, it'll go faster.
Okay, 29.
But then it'll ignore that
30
input.
max. It says.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the max speed. You can have it say 50 max if you want to go 50
Really?
on this road. Yeah, you can tell it however fast you want it to go.
Well, 30's good. And 25.
And a lot of people ask, if the car does something stupid and it's illegal and you get pulled over, who gets the ticket? Tesla or you? The answer is you, because you are completely in control. So you're gonna have to brake here. Yeah, push on the brake. Here it won't turn right because the address is on
the front.
Yeah, so now you're gonna have to drive manually.
Okay.
So you're in control now, Mom.
Okay.
Yeah, so just drive manually
So
from here.
will it automatically open our garage door?
Yep.
Okay. Kelsey's friend Sarah's here.
So it's coming up 10 feet away, 5 feet, and boom, right there opens it up. So once we pull into the garage, just get your overall impressions. I would love to hear just some open dialogue on this, some open feedback, because this is, again, really fascinating for me to hear your experience as a first-time,
That's weird.
there you go, as a first-time driver of this software. So to stop, you just push this button here.
This one?
Yep, push it in. And there, you're in park, done.
Okay.
You just get out, there's no turning it off, everything's done.
Really? How about the fan that's blowing?
That turns off automatically as well. So what do you think? Tell me your first impressions.
Different, John. Very
Different?
Very weird.
Very
Just
weird?
Not having control, yep.
Did
And
you
I
like
just-
it, or did you not like it, or?
It would take getting used to for me.
would
Not
take getting used to.
not to have control and to feel the car's knowing what it's doing.
Yeah.
Little strange.
Little strange.
Yeah.
Did you if you were to rank how it did from point A to point B, would it, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I suppose an 8. But
An
as
8?
I said, I'm not. Yeah, just there are some things that it's not 100% to me,
Mm-hmm.
but it's pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. This is my first time doing that, using that.
Yeah. Do you think if you had it in your car, you would use it?
It would take some getting used to, Jad.
But
I don't
do you
know.
think you
I
could-
might,
you could get used to it?
Yeah, it would just be take time. That's all.
Hmm.
Lots of time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it would take some time, especially that trust factor. I think that's a
Yeah.
big one. And most people they don't know when it's going to make a mistake or when it's going to do the wrong thing. And then on the flip side, you get used to it doing the right thing all the time, so you then
Right.
kind of assume that
You
it's always
can't
going to do
Put
the
too much
right thing.
trust.
Yeah, so it slows down sometimes. Like it's that speed limit. I saw your foot. You were kind of hovering. You're like, what's going on? Why is it slowing down?
Right.
So you expect it to just drive well all the time. That's the biggest challenge I think Tesla has, is perfecting that last small percentage. Because you have all of those edge cases. What happens if there's roadkill? What happens if there's a
Right.
U-turn? If there's a roundabout?
Right.
Or, some unusual situation happens. There's a ton of them. Road closed and barriers and construction. And so all of that needs to be perfected before it's a much wider release, I feel. Because right now it's still beta. Like what you just tested right now is not something that you purchased today.
Right.
When you purchase it, you actually purchase something else. You opt in to be a tester to use self-driving today.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
all right.
Have
Well,
lunch.
thanks. All right. See you, everybody. Thanks for watching.